Good morning, it's a brand new day and I've been invited today by Roxy Shahidi, who you may know as Leyla Harding from Emmerdale. She has opened a hot yoga studio and has invited me along to join her for a class. Now, I have never done hot yoga in my life. I've done yoga of a sort. Usually, you know, if you go to a hotel and sometimes there's a class on and you just feel like trying something new. So probably a handful of times in my whole life, but hot yoga is another level. I have said I need to do a beginner's class. She did say, come camera ready. Oh my goodness. Because have you seen her? She is one of the most stunning women I've ever met in my life. And I have, a tendency to get hot and sweaty, even doing non-hot yoga. And also frizzy hair. So, well, she'll probably look glowing and beautiful at the end of this class. I know I won't. But I'm really excited to find out more about it and find out what hot yoga is, how Roxy is doing herself as well, and why I should do hot yoga rather than normal yoga. So I'm going to bob down to the studio and meet her now. I think this is it. Well, I'm now with Roxy. It's lovely to be here in your yoga studio.
It's lovely to
well,
have
we're
you.
not in the studio at the moment because we thought that might be a bit hot for doing an interview.
Yes.
Because it is heated, because it's hot yoga.
That's right.
And it's really great. Thanks very much for inviting me along.
Well, thanks for coming. I'm excited to teach you your very first hot yoga class.
Brilliant, brilliant. I'm going to find out more about what hot yoga is as well, but I also want to do a quick chat with you about you and what you've been doing since you left Emmerdale. How long ago did you actually go?
So it feels like about a year ago, but it wasn't. So I only left at the end of January. So February, March, April, May, June. 5 full months.
Yeah, 5 full months.
Five
But for
full
you,
months.
it feels like a lifetime. Because
It does, because I was there for so long and it was such a part of my life, every single day. So to have 5 months away, and so much has changed within that 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
The studio, the subscription site, it feels like I've really started a new chapter.
Yes. Did you find it hard to leave after so long?
Yes and no. It depended. It was dependent on the day. So some days I would feel a natural sense of grief because you're so close to everyone there and it's been part of your life for so long. It almost feels like you've been asked to leave a family. Can you imagine?
Mm.
And it was that sense of loss of community and structure and safety. So some days I would feel quite vulnerable having lost that. And then other days it just felt really exciting and this sense of freedom, like when you finally move out, and you can just create your own life and make decisions based on what you want to do, not what the schedule says, which comes out every 2 weeks and your entire life is dictated by when you're on or off set, and actually have time to invest in new and exciting adventures, hence the yoga.
Yeah, well, it is exciting and I know exactly what you mean. When I left Calendar, I was the same because I've been there so long and it was really scary to take that step. But I was told a phrase that I really think about very often. It is, the ship is safest in the harbour, but that's not where a ship is meant to be.
Oh,
So,
I love it!
get on that sea, no
yes,
matter how
we're
rough
sailing,
it
girl.
is.
We're sailing. No, I
We're
like that.
sailing. And I love that. So tell me about hot yoga, because you've started, this is something you've been doing for a long time anyway, isn't it?
So I've been a qualified teacher for over a decade, but the hot yoga studio has been open a week and 2 days, so that's very new. But Nikki opened this space. So Nikki, who opened the yoga space, she was my very first teacher many years ago at her first studio in Leeds. So when I first joined Emmerdale, it was a real safe space for me. And then she shut the studio a few years ago and about 3 months ago reopened here, and she was looking for a business partner. I said, don't look at me, I've got no clue what to do with business and all of that stuff. And I came to see the space and I'd been here about 10 minutes and I said, I'll do it if you let me put heaters in. I need to teach hot yoga. And for me, it's such a magical experience when you all get together and really sweat it out. It's very different. And so I've really enjoyed that over the last couple of weeks.
What is the difference with what we call normal yoga and hot yoga?
Well, so hot yoga is heated to a minimum of 35 degrees. Bikram, which is the most famous form of hot yoga and where it kind of originated, that he heats it to around 40, 42, which is too much. So I'm around 35, 36.
Yeah. Only 35,
36. But what I think is fantastic is it brings all these other benefits. So first of all, the heat, to me, it feels like a cozy blanket. It feels like a really safe, snuggly space. It's that feeling you get when you kind of first walk into a sauna. Do you know what I mean? But it's not as hot as a sauna. And then also a lot of people that complain, oh, I'm not really flexible. You find that you have that little bit more stretch, and stretching doesn't feel as forced. It just kind of lubes up the body. And also you detox massively and you burn more calories.
Right.
So, you know, because you're really sweating it out. And so there's just so many different benefits, but the detoxing, the flexibility, and also the experience. It's something you can't experience at home. You have to come to the studio to get it. So it feels like a really nice thing that you're all doing together, if that makes sense.
Okay. Really excited for this. Roxy's just gone to sort the studio out because I'm having it slightly cooler than the advanced people because I'm a beginner, and it's already about 28 degrees anyway outside, or it has been the last couple of days. So I've got my essentials. I've got a bottle of water and a hair bobble. Here we go.
Just do a short kind of 30-minute taster, okay? Okay, so let's start by just closing our eyes. Inhale, reach the hands high. Exhale, draw your knee motion. Inhale, reach it and stretch. Exhale, inhale, reach it high. Stretching dreams from night to day. Exhale, folding forward. Just come down halfway. Inhale, extend the hands, open the chest. One more breath. Then exhale, bend the knees, bring the hands to the floor. Step the right foot back, drop the knee. Engage the core as you inhale, rise up, reach up. And 3. Inhale into cobra. Shoulders away from ears, heart shines forward. Exhale, so the abdominals in up, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog.
Found my center, set me free. Downward dog and child's pose. In this moment, time just froze. Warrior strong, mountain high, sailing through the tranquil sky. Downward dog and child's pose. In this moment, time just froze. Warrior strong, mountain high, sailing through the tranquil sky. Sun salutations greet the dawn. Feeling grounded, feeling strong. Every move a dancing grace in this sacred silent space. Day by day I find my way. In the quiet I will stay. Stretch and bend to...
Well, we have just finished my very first hot yoga session, and I've got to say I absolutely loved it.
Oh,
I do feel very chilled. And I think you're right, somehow you feel more relaxed than you do in other yoga, because I'm not a person that easily relaxes.
Well, that's what I said earlier about the heat almost stops you from being in your head and kind of makes you get into your body, which allows you to be more fully present, which I think allows you to really let go.
Yeah, and you did a beginner's class for me, which was fantastic. But I know people can have all levels, can't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what's next for you with this project? Because I know it's really taking off.
Well, I'm really excited about being here. I'm really excited about sharing these classes with everyone, and I'm just enjoying it more and more as the weeks go on. But I'm also recording and building my online platform where I'll be offering bite-sized yoga to busy mums, busy professional women who just need to slot in that little bit of self-care. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what it's like when you've been at work all day and you feel your energy drop and you're feeling stressed and you need 10 minutes to reset, re-energize and give you that boost. So that's what I'm working on at the moment, as well as being here and sharing yoga with lovely ladies like you.
Oh, well, I've absolutely loved it. So the very best of luck. And where can we find your classes? Where are you going online?
So my online classes will all be at yogarox.uk. You can pre-register now, so I'll keep you up to date, and there's some free content on there. So please go have a look, sign up, and I will keep you posted.
And look at this, sweaty.
I'm very sweaty as well. I'm
but she doesn't look
dripping.
it. I look it. You look glowing. You look fabulous. Thank you, Roxy.
Thank you.
It's been amazing. Thank
you.
Good to be outside in the cool, actually. You can see my hair is wet, but I really enjoyed that. I just knew I was getting a lot of benefit from it. It actually helped me relax for the first time. I don't relax easily, like I just said to Roxy, and I think that actually made me go into it very quickly, which I really appreciated, because sometimes you just need to wind down with everything going on with the house, all the prep for the Great Yorkshire Show next week. It was just what I needed. So thank you, Roxy. See you next time.